Today I'm going to teach you how to do self-bandaging for upper extremity lymphedema. I've already got my bandages laid out for me, my finger bandage, my foam, and my short stretch bandages. I also have a couple of pieces of tape over here. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to put on your stockinette. And then you're going to pull the stockinette back. Sometimes you'll have to do some finger bandaging, sometimes you don't. But this is your finger bandage, and how you start this is you're going to hold the bandage against your thumb. You're going to go once around the base of your hand. You're going to spiral up, and you're going to do either your pinky first or your thumb first. So you're going to go once around the end of the finger, once around the base of the finger, and then you go back down and under the hand until you get to your next finger. So it's usually 2 to 3 times around each finger, the end, the middle, then the base, and back down under the hand. End, middle, base, down and under the hand. Towards the end of the finger, middle of the finger, base of the finger. And then all you have left is your thumb. I usually will go just twice around the thumb and twice around the pinky. So we have a little bit of finger bandage left over, and basically I just use this up. And then what's going to happen here is you're just going to tuck this finger bandage right into itself. And there's your finger. So after that, you're going to pull your slip down. You're going to put on your rolled foam. So I've already cut out a spot for my thumb. So you're going to right straight across the back of the hand with your rolled foam. And then you're just going to spiral this up to your armpit. You're overlapping about halfway. To the armpit. Not really much pull on the rolled foam. You're just kind of getting it on. All the way up into the armpit. At that point in time, I'm just going to tuck that rolled foam right into itself. And then your stockinette is pulled back. So now you're really ready to start the short stretch bandage. So I've got these lined up 6 centimeter width, 8s, and 2/10. So your first bandage is going to start in the lower part of the forearm. So really just one time around. You're going to come down, and your first bandage is really your hand bandage. I'm putting about 25% of the available pull on this short stretch bandage. I'm going to come all the way down into your hand. So you're going to go 3 times around your hand. So that's our first layer. Keep your hands splayed apart. And it's one layer right on top of the other. So this is our second layer of short stretch bandage, and this is our third layer. Just a little bit of pull on this. So that's 3 layers, and what we have left over, just start spiraling up till you run out, and you're going to take that edge and you're just going to tuck it right into itself. You can tape it. Sometimes, depending on where it falls, sometimes I'll tape it too. So that's your first bandage. Your second bandage is going to start at the wrist. So we're going to anchor it at the wrist. Second bandage, you're actually going to start up your arm now. Overlapping about halfway. Once we get to the elbow, it's a sharp spiraling angle upwards, all the way around your upper arm. And then, so about really 1.5 times around the upper arm, then you're going to come back down. So you've got to exit the elbow. And with what you have left over, you're actually going to go down towards your hand until you run out of short stretch bandage. And then you got to tuck, I tuck this in too. If you can find a place to tuck it in, great. If not, you can tape it. So your third bandage starts where your second bandage, or actually right where your first bandage started, which is really above the wrist. So that's where we're going to start the next bandage. We're going to reverse that bandage. And we're going to spiral this up to the armpit. Keeping a little bit of tension on the bandage the whole time you're bandaging. So if you can, you want to keep your arm straight, especially as you get to the elbow and your upper arm. You also want to keep the amount of overlap consistent. Tuck it in or tape it. Like I said, sometimes I tape it. I have tape right here. So that's your third bandage. Your fourth bandage starts at the wrist and it's going to end at the armpit. Try to get this corner tucked in. So you got to keep a little bit of pull on this bandage the whole time. I tape. So I got a piece of tape here. And that is self-bandaging